a 360 video. If you can't see me properly, turn your phone landscape, swipe left right, your phone left right, or move your phone. If you're on your computer, press WASD, W for up, A for down, S for left, B for right. I think something like that. And if you can't see me clearly, go to your settings and up the resolution. We're in Jeba and we're heading back to Bafata. So if the sun doesn't kill my camera, you will see the journey from Jeba to Bafata. Well, hello, we're back. This episode now, I'll try something different, something new. I know the drive, sometimes is a bit boring, and you people complain. I don't say a lot. Honestly, I'm not a camera person. Hard to believe. I hate cameras. I'm never like to be up front on cameras. I like to be behind the camera. But as you're enjoying this beautiful journey from Jeba, which is outside of Bafata, so you can actually time it and tell how long it takes to drive from Jeba to Bafata. Because Bafata, it's like the second city of Guinea-Bissau. But we'll be telling stories. So hopefully you enjoy my stories as we go along this journey. So story for today. A lot of people, they're like, I would like to come on the journey with you, and it looks so nice. It looks nice. Your people are nice, but there's everyday things. So the first question I ask people that want to go on a journey with me is, where do you want to take a dump? They're like, what kind of question is that? It's a straight, honest question. Because at times I'm in the bush like here, and I stay here for a week. There's no flush toilet. So where are you comfortable with taking a dump outside in the bush with animals watching you, and there's always someone in the bushes always watching you? These people that are passing me, someone died this morning in Jeba, and they're actually going towards the funeral. So when you die here in certain parts of Africa, the next day doesn't see you. There's no such thing as autopsy. There is such thing as under the soil. Yes. So this person died this morning, and they came, inspected the body, and they left. Those children were so nice, I almost hit them. So when you die, they just bury you next day or same day. So if you die at 12 o'clock, remember, by tomorrow morning, you're in the soil. By next week, you'll be starting to compose beautifully. So, yes, back to what I was saying now. So when they ask me, so I tell them, yes, you need to take a crap. So where are you going to take a crap? Are you comfortable with taking a crap in the open, where the wind would hit you? Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Yes. So here I am one day now. Situation was, it was ringing me. Yes, it was ringing me. And I pulled over and I parked my van and I walked in. So I walked in off the road, and I'm like, yeah, this looks good. So I'm there. I did what I'm doing, and I'm on the last squeeze, as you can imagine. And then someone just came up next to me. Shit. So imagine I'm sat there I'm not, no, not sat there. I'm actually stooping there. So I'm in my stooping position, as you do when you're in the bush. And this person is on my right side talking to me. So he's like, hey, what's your name? Where you from? Where you going? So, I'm talking to him. I'm like, but wait. Then it caught I said, wait. This man is next to me with a cutlass in his hand, and I'm in a stoop position with my pants on my ankle. It doesn't seem good. But anyway, after all the introduction, he's like, you can't leave that here. I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean by? He said, no, you cannot leave that. This is my land. You cannot leave that on my land. I said, so what am I supposed to do? He said, I don't know. But you just cannot leave it on my land. But I'm like, this is bush. He's like, well, this is my land and this is my bush. And that you just released, you cannot leave that on my land. I'm like, boss, it's already out. There's nothing I can do about it. He said, yes, you can. You can take it with you while you're leaving. So now I'm still sat there, so I'm thinking he's going to ease to the side. He still stood there next to me. I've got to do my wipe. I've got my wipes in my hand. I'm like, so how am I going to wipe with this guy standing here? But he doesn't get it. No, he does not. He's still standing there. So I'm like, could you move to the side so I can, wipe myself? He said, okay, no problem. He did move to the side. He moved 2 steps to the right. And so how am I supposed to wipe myself in front of this guy? But I can't tell him to move because I'm on his land. So how am I going to tell him to move off of his land so I can wipe myself? And I've already defecated on his land, and he tells me that I've got to take the defecation off of his land. This is what I'm telling you. In Africa, there's always someone watching you. In the thickest of bush, I've learned that even when you do not see anyone, there's someone watching you. It's not a bad thing, but just be aware of it. So now, I say, boy. So anyway, I told him, do you know of a good bush I can use to wipe? He said, yeah. I said, could you get the bush for me? So when he went to get the bush, I quickly did my whoop, 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 wipe, whoop, pull the pants up. I'm like, no, I'm okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. So he was like, okay, you don't need it. I said, no. He said, so how are you going to clean yourself? I said, no, it's okay, it's okay. He said, no, that's not okay, that's nasty. You should clean yourself. I said, but I did. So he's asking me how. I said, yeah, I did. I didn't want to tell him I use wipes, because now he's going to tell me I have to pick up the wipes with the defecation. So I can't do that. I say, boy, this man is killing me. So we are stood there next to the defecation. We're stood there next to the defecation, having a conversation. And you can hear the flies going zoo, because as soon as it drops, the blue flies come, and they're going zoo. And in the heat, then the sunlight came through the trees and hit the defecation, pyung. So you know when the sunlight hit the defecation, the smell went up. But I'm stood there, he's stood there, and we're continue talking. He's like, do you want to eat? I said, yeah. So he said, okay, you can come to my house and you can have something to eat. And I'm like, all right, no problem. So we went to his house. The food was good. Was very good. As soon as I entered his compound, before I enter, because the compound is like, the house that you just saw on my left, on my right, in the video there. The house that's on my right, that I just passed, that's how it is. So he stood at he stood at the entrance and said, wait. And he called his child, and his child brought the water and washed my hands because he think I didn't do anything. So he's like, this nasty guy. But I did clean. You know, went in, you know, rice. So it was rice and some local fish, which was very well seasoned. We sat there, we spoke some more, and then I took up my iPad. No, I'm lying. Yeah, we were there a bit longer. Then the children were like, oh, could I go with them to the bush? I'm like, yeah, you know me. I'm 5 years old, so I'm going with them to the bush. And this is where tall is stupid. Being tall is stupid. Because I've always wondered why the pygmies are so short and live in the forest. Because they're easy to navigate. And through the years, I guess the pygmy height has just adopted to, it is better to be short in the forest than to be tall. Because I am bending, leaning left, leaning right, bending back, bending forward. And the children are just walking amongst the trees. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, look up. Look up. I look up, boom. A stick dug me in my face. Because I'm too tall. So being short is perfect for the forest. Anyway, went with the children. They gave me some stuff. I don't know what it is, but whatever the children give me, I eat it. So I ate it. Came back to the house. It was in the evening. So I took up my iPad and we watched some movies. And he forgot to tell me to take my property off of his land. So anyway, I'm there now, and in the evening, some beautiful vixens pass by, but they're speaking only the local language, like none of the other main language as people think that everyone speaks. I can't talk to them, but they're smiling. I don't know what to say. So I'm like, boy, how do I get to talk to these beautiful vixens? And I can't talk their language. I said, no problem. I won't tell you what I did. But yeah, I end up conversing with them, where I spoke and they didn't understand. They spoke and I did not understand, but we understood. Yeah. Shoot, I'm yawning here. So the vixens now said, okay, let me go to their houses. I was like, okay. I'm just like that. I just go to anybody's house. So I took the iPad. I, put the iPad somewhere, and I walked with the vixens to their property. And the two vixens that I saw, I was like, wow, they're nice. Got to their house. It's like, where did all these other vixens come from? Ay. So I sat there like a child in a sweet shop or candy store and just enjoying the views, beautiful views. And that's all of that story that I can tell you. But it was a good night. A very, 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 very good night in the bushes of Africa. It was beautiful. Ah, yeah, yeah, it was beautiful. Yes. Oh, these cows that you see here, the strange thing, well, not strange, in the night time, they come and sleep in the same street here because the road collects heat. So at night time it's cold, it's bush. So all of the animals, cows, dog, goat, sheep, all sleep in the road at night time. Yeah. So, I left that village in the morning. I did not go far. I just went to the market to buy food because I didn't have anything to eat. You know, on me. You know, there was a lot of food that they had, but that was their food. So I would have to depend on them to eat again, maybe 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, unless I go to the bushes with the children. Now in front of me here, these police officers are sneaky, you know. They just hid in the bushes, like nothing. Ay, ay, ay. So we're continuing the journey. Yeah, you know what I like about this? Imagine this street in the forest. I think this road, because I heard that Jeba was a capital one time for the Portuguese. That was their fancy town. So these big trees, they're over 100 years. So they were planted by the Portuguese, and this was a main road at one time to go to Jeba. Jeba, which is spelled Geba. Jeba, Guinea-Bissau. Very nice area. So, yes, as I was saying before, I went to the market. At the market, I met some more people. Because I'm meeting people everywhere. I talk to everybody. So I haven't got any problems meeting people. Anyway, they were like, take them to their farm. I said, okay, I'll go to the farm. It's no big deal, because I'm always giving rides anyway. So I picked them up and took them to the farm, and dropped them off. Came back to the man's house, and I thought that he remembered. This man did not remember, or either he did not remember, or he forgot to remember. Yeah. So I came back to his house now, and his brother was there. His brother now is asking me grilling questions. What is this? Where you from? Where you going? Who are you? Do you know why? Because lo and behold, to me, the brother lived across the street from across the road from the Vixens. So he think that I'm coming to his brother's house to bother his family. You know, I hope he did not see me that night. and I hope he did not have a camera. But boy, I'll be on someone's camera in the bush being naughty. So I hope he did not see me and have a camera and followed. Yeah, so if a video pops up and it says me, it is not me. Here's this guy in the bush. No, it is not me. I was not there. But anyway, he's grilling me. And I'm like, man, why is he asking me so many bloody questions? Yeah, but you know, it's security. He just wants to know if I'm good or bad or what my intentions are and all that stuff. And get to find out he was off duty at the time from the army. And how did I know that? I gave him a ride to work. Yeah. But you know, this place in Jeba is very nice, you know. Look, it's sparsely populated, which is what I like. I like this side of things. This is me. And at this moment, my arms are killing me. This is a workout. As you can see so far now, the video is 21 minutes long. And I've been holding the camera ever since. Yeah. But, yes, as the story continues now. So, I'm leaving now. And as I'm leaving the village, who did I see? One of the other vixens. But I feel bad that I'm leaving. So she's like, where are you going? So I say I'm going to some neighbor village. Say, she asks me, when am I coming back? I'm like, yeah, I'm coming back today. Which I know I wasn't. I did not want to go, but I had to go. Because I had to come to the city to go to the ATM to get some cash. Yeah, so I had to leave. You know, and I did not want to leave. And I did not want to tell them that I was leaving. Because I did not want to seem like I was bad, you know, where, you know, it was very good at that night, and then I just left in the following morning. So that was not my intention. So she's like, oh, you're coming back? I said, yeah. He said, okay, give her a ride. I said, okay. Guess where she's taking a ride to? To the city. So I'm like, oh, okay, no problem. So I'm like, where in the city you're going? She's asked me, where are you going? I said, I'm going to the ATM. She said, okay, I will go. Went to the ATM, got some funds. I'm like, so where are you going? She said, oh, she's going back home now. I said, but I thought you were going to the city. She said, no. I just came with you. So she now turned to me and said, no, I can't say that. But anyway, she was just keeping an eye on me because of what happened the night before in the bushes. So she's just keeping an eye on me. So I know I had no intention of going back that day, but I had to go back that day. So going back that day now, there was a truck, a Mercedes, Atros trucks that was stuck. So me now trying to prove myself as all times. I jacked my I put the tow rope on the Mercedes and I pull it out with the van. So Mitsubishi, if you're listening, the van is very good. I would like a Mitsubishi Delica D5. Mitsubishi. Yes, so my little small van pulled out the 13-ton Atros truck. But I heard a krr, 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 krr on the left side. Yep, when I checked the next morning, this river here, this is the Jeba River. This is very nice. No, I think this is the Jeba River. So this river comes from all the way up country where I shot the video of the land. So this is where this came from. But it's not straight. If it was straight to Bissau, it would have been a good artery to just put goods on and sail all the way to Bissau, but it isn't. It goes around and round and round and round and up and down. Yeah, so when I checked it now, the ring that holds the axle inside the brake rotor is gone. And that started a long journey of fixing and fixing and fixing and fixing and spending money. Yeah. So that was part of the story. There are lots of it that I left out. If you would like to know more about it, you can ask in the comment section. I have no problem. And I hope while you're watching that you did pause the video and look around and hit play again and continue so you can enjoy the journey. If you have your 360 glasses, I hope you're enjoying the content. You know, these houses are actually big. These houses are actually big. They're some big houses. You know, they're not be fancy on the outside, but they're huge inside. When I was in London, I was in a room, and they call it a studio. And that room is the width was, I think, 3 meters. Yeah, the width was about 3 meters, and the length, no, the width is 2 meters, if I'm giving it that much, and the length on one side is about 2.5 meters. No, let's call it 3 meters. And the other side with the extended bathroom is about 4 meters. So these houses are massive. Hey, look at the house on the right. That's a massive house. They're massive houses. But from the outside, yeah, they're massive houses. My gosh. You know, this is what I need. Big houses like these. But yes, in the comment section you can ask more about what parts of the stories would you like for me to explain, and I will try to be honest or not try to answer. I'm still here yawning. I'm hungry. Yeah, so that's story time. I am in Jeba now. No, in Bafata. I got to Bafata. So I'm in Bafata, but I just made a wrong. I went right instead of left. Yeah. Yeah, so we're in Bafata. Hope you enjoy story time. Do not forget to swipe the screen. Press on if you're on your computer, WASD. W for up, S for down, D for left. 1 for left, 1 for right. Yeah. So yes, W for up, S for down, A for left, D for right. And I'll see you on another one. Well, you can follow the rest of the video until I get to the capital itself. Oh, you know what? I guess you want me to talk until we get there. So I'll try to talk. What I like about Jeba, hey, when I'm in Jeba, you know, I heard a noise in the water, and I looked in the water, and I saw something, and it was like, it was gray and pinkish. I was like, that better not be a snake. It was fat, but it just, when it went to the water, it went too slowly. And then, like 4 minutes later, I saw another one, or maybe the same one, appear. But there happened to be dolphins in the river. I remember watching a documentary in about Amazon, the Amazon River, yes, and they were called pink dolphins. So it's the same type that I saw in the river. Yeah, it was amazing, very much amazing. So my children and I would be up there having a heck of a good time, you know. So we're now in Bafata, and I'm just trying to get to the main road. But I'm going to leave it there, and tell me, what stories would you like to hear of next? I will be telling you some juicy stories for the next one. All right? So I will catch you on the flip side. Do not forget to share, subscribe, tell everybody about this journey and about this unique content, which is 360 virtual reality. Be part of the metaverse, because the metaverse is coming. So from watching my videos, you already know how the metaverse is going to work. So you'll be ahead of everybody else. Yes, so metaverse is real. So yeah, that's it for me. Until next time, watch the end of the video. Don't go anywhere. Don't follow me. Not because I say I'm going doesn't mean you have to go. No, you stay and you watch until the end. That's nice, these children are helping a donkey. I was in another African country where they beat the donkeys. I remember I was in a village and it was hot, and they had like 20 bags of rice for the donkey to carry. So 50 kilos per bag. The donkey just sat there. The donkey's like, who? Me. Move where? Go where? When? The owner is pulling and giving the donkey licks. The donkey sat there. I said, hey boss, I'm not moving 1 inch. So the owner now had to disconnect the carriage from the donkey. And the donkey sat there. How did I know? Because I parked my van, which I thought it was a nice place. But then on my left, I did not see that there was a pathway to go into the interior. So I'm parked there, and that's when I saw everything unfold. Yeah. So after he disconnected the donkey sat there. He brought water, gave it to the donkey, and the donkey stood up like, yeah, you know to hell I'm thirsty, and you want to beat me. So anyway, the older brother now coming now and want to beat the donkey. The donkey just sit the heck back down and say, he'll beat who? Don't you see you have his bag of rice to move? Hit who? Yeah. I wish I had taken up my phone that time to record it, but I did not. So I think I rambled about something just now.
Bom dia. Botei pão.